definitely get your commission when you are able to. Ekele Greg is my name. I encourage you watching this video, you watching this video, to register with GTECH Homes as a marketer, because you will definitely get your commission when you are able to sell properties. I'm a beneficiary of this, and I can proudly say that GTECH did not disappoint.
GTECH. Go and turn it off. Michael, show her.
Well, let me say she's number 1. We are going 16.
Hallelujah.
Text and Associates. Learn, earn, and be happy.
Recently, I took a client to see her property with us here in Lagos. Her property has appreciated from 1.5 million naira to over 30 million naira in the space of 3-4 years.
Hi everyone, I'm so super excited to inform you that our promo is still ongoing all across our properties all around Nigeria. All you need to do is to sell up to 200 million of any of our properties in Ekpe, Isheri, Ikorodu, Abuja, and now in Asaba and Enugu.
And how can you qualify for this? Just for you to make a sale of 200 million across any of our properties, be it our landed properties, our housing projects, and also our property in the US. Just make a sale of 200 million and you stand a chance of winning this car. What are you waiting for? Call the number showing on your screen and subscribe to this.
GTECH and Associates. I buy and make others buy.
My name is Miriam. I joined GTECH as associate 3 months ago, and ever since I've been learning how the business works. I've been learning how to talk to clients. It's not easy actually, but it's a beautiful experience, and I've been able to close a deal in the space of 3 months, and my commission paid in less than 72 hours. What an amazing company. So I'll advise everyone out there that want to start up a career, they want to do something nice, they want to make 7 figures, to join GTECH and Associates. And I tell you for free that you won't regret this experience. Imagine you getting a commission 10% of everything you sold. You sell 2 plots of land, you get 10%. You sell 3, you get 10%. So it has been a great experience working with you guys. Thank you.
GTECH and Associates. Learn, earn, and be happy.
Good day guys, my name is Emmanuel Isaiah from GTECH Homes Abuja, and I'm here to tell you a short story. It all began 3 months ago as a fresh graduate of the University of Abuja, a chemistry student, unemployed, looking for somewhere to build his career in tech. Luckily, I've been following Dr. Stephen since October 2020. That was during the EdSARS period, because I could remember vividly that his platform was used to stream the happiness as at that time. I sent him a mail. He referred me to the HR. Luckily, the next day I received a mail from the HR from Lagos asking me to come to GTECH Hub Abuja for an interview. After the interview, of which I was retained. The internship itself, I even thought it was just based on IT. I didn't know I was also having the privilege of learning what people pay millions for to learn when it comes to real estate. 3 months rigorous training, I was able to close a deal of 50 million. I could remember countless number of leads that I've had previously. It just made me remaining a little persuasion, and then they just change their mind, and then I become this. I applied everything that was being taught. I ran ads. It was not just for a single day. I've been running ads since when I came into this company. Although I didn't have a large amount to actually run the ad, but I started with 2,000 ads and I was running it daily. Anytime I have the money, 2,000, I run it, and then it runs for an entire day. And then the leads I get, I follow them up. And so on this fateful day, I ran an ad. I got a response from a lead. Assumed it was not someone that was serious, but then with actually it was my manager here that actually told me to keep up with following the man up. I invited him to the investors meeting that was held last month, and it was during the meeting where he got to know more about the products from Dr. Steven. He got to relate with Madam Mata and then the general manager Texland. Luckily, he was very interested and decided to key into the property. Still at that time, I was still doubting because I was thinking 2 million naira out of how many millions that I said he wants to pay. And then that was how it began paying 10. Believe you me, with consistency, with dedication, you can actually get that dream sale that you actually want to get. So once again, big thanks to Dr. Steven, the chairman and founder of DTECH Holdings. Big thanks to my manager here in Abuja, Madam Blessing Ezeago. Big thanks to my team here. Because of time, I will not be able to mention their names, and to every other person that contributed to this success. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye.
Ekele Greg is my name. I encourage you watching this video, you watching this video, to register with GTECH Homes as a marketer, because you will definitely get your commission when you are able to sell properties. I'm a beneficiary of this, and I can proudly say that GTECH did not disappoint.
TECHNIQUES and Associates. Learn, earn, and be happy.
Recently, I took a client to see her property with us here in Lagos. The property has appreciated from 1.5 million naira to over 20 million naira in the space of 3-4 years.
Hi everyone.
Anniversary, we're giving 16 cars this year. So our realtors currently have over 15,000 of them. Whoever is able to sell up to, I think we have the target maybe 200 million or so. Either yes. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. Go and start it. Go and turn it off. Michael, show here. Well, let me say she's number one. We are going 16.
Hallelujah.
Celebration of our 16th year anniversary. We're giving 16 cars this year. So our realtors currently have over 15,000 of them. Whoever is able to sell up to, I think we have the target maybe 200 million or so. Either our properties in Dubai or US or UK, or the ones we sell in Nigeria. Once you meet the target, you win a car. So our goal is every month we're unveiling. So hopefully next month 2 people or 3 people or more, like that till the end of the year, and we'll have given 16. Okay, so invite people to do business with us. If they can buy our properties.
At GTECH, we are true to our word. This is a catalyst for you to sell right now. I'm so sure that Jessica is so excited right now. And all what you just need to do is very simple. We are here to work with you. Just do a minimum, not less than 200 million naira. I don't know if Chairman wants us to take it on. Just do a minimum of just 200 million naira in sales. And the interesting aspect is that it could be in our land, it could be in our housing project, and very.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say yes in the comment section. If you can hear me, say yes in the comment section. Thank you, Goswill. Thank you, Goswill. Thank you, Pastor Additional. Thank you, Ifeanyi. Wow, thank you, Simiat. So you're all welcome to tonight's powerful session. And we have an invited guest in the house. So before I bring him quickly, I want you to type in the chat session what you'll be expecting from tonight's class. Thank you, Nora. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of yes, 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 yes. So what are you expecting from tonight's class? I want to know, so that it will also help our guests to know how to channel his presentation very, very well. So what are you expecting? Let's see that in the comment section. While we do that, I would encourage us to share the link to invite our friends to be part of this. Let me also invite my community. And I must applaud those of us that came early. It's not easy to be early. I'm not okay. I'm seeing yeah, the chat's coming now. Jane says she's looking at dynamism in getting leads and closing deals. Ifeanyi saying sales and marketing scripts. Coach Temi, I hope you are seeing. It's only two persons that we have in this house. Let's hear what are you expecting from tonight's class? Okay, and remember to invite your community to be part of this as well. I want to see more persons. What are you expecting from tonight's class? Okay, so quickly, we know why we are here tonight. Someone said top-notch delivery. Another person said to gain more experience. That's Benga. Benga said top-notch delivery. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so quick one. Let me share my screen quickly. Can you see my screen? Can anybody see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So tonight we'll be learning real estate marketing that sells. So you've been selling real estate in the beginning of the year. Some of us here might have made some sales, while some of us might have not made any sales. So I want you to know that we have a special guest, Coach Temi. He's a marketing strategist and business coach. Let me read his bio quickly. So Coach Temi, aka Temitope Ogunyemi. By the way, he's a married man, so according with all the respect in this session. Good. So he's a marketing strategist and a business coach. He's a graduate of University of Ibadan with 10 years experience in marketing and 3 years experience in real estate sales. He's a member of the Junior Chamber International, JCI Elite Ibadan chapter, a global network of the largest youth-based organization of leaders. He is passionate about business growth, marketing, and real estate. He is currently the director of a marketing and tech company, X Magic Hub, and he also runs a laundry service. He has trained hundreds of people on how to get into it. His skills have afforded him to work with several companies within and outside Nigeria, like Fire Switch Tech, GoToCourse.us, S-Ramal, Rent Anything, Psychiad, etc. He is happily married and to the most beautiful and smartest lady in the world, who also likes when husbands or married men appreciate their wives very well. It shows that they have a healthy and happy. You said?
Huh? Yeah.
Please let's all mute us so that I will not have to be muting you on my own end. Okay, great. Apologies for that break in transmission. So, Coach Temi, you are welcome. It's a pleasure to have you in the house. For this session, we have 40 minutes for you, then we can take questions and answers. Welcome. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a great privilege to be here. Please, I want to be sure you can hear me. If you
Very
can hear
clear.
me, say, all right, good.
We can hear you, Coach.
All right, thank you, Mr. Joe. Myself and Joe, we've been friends back in the days. So we've had sessions together, we've had trainings together. I really appreciate what you are doing. I see how you are doing. I must say, business or pushing hard, let me say sales generally, is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those that are ready to give it all it takes. And for salespeople like us, if you don't make sales, you don't hit. So the sales have to come so that we can hit and feed family. I also appreciate the company you work with. I mean, it's a very reputable company. We see all Dr. Stephen does online, and part of what he does are the things I'll be sharing with us today, because you can look at him and learn sales practically. You can watch him and study him and know how to run your business. Even if you have not had close contact with him, have been in one of his training, but you can look at how he does his business and get ideas on how to make sales and how to run. And he also has a background of digital marketing, which is very strong for real estate marketing. All right, this evening, I will just dive down into my slide. Please, I want us to be open-minded. I'm just going to be sharing from the little I've learned and from the little I've implemented. I'm expecting that we'll have questions, we'll have feedback, and if perhaps after spending like 30 minutes, you felt I've not done justice to your question or the reason why you came here today, please don't hesitate to pull out your questions and let's see how we can do justice to it. So thank you so much once again. I also want to bless God for giving us the privilege to have this conversation, because I understand that without life, we can't do business. And the giver of life is God. So real estate marketing that sells. Please, can you take me to my next slide? So basically, I know that some people are expecting me to talk about digital marketing. From my bio and marketing strategies, I've also been in real estate. We are just trying to structure some things in place to really start a real estate company properly. But I also understand that there are two sets of people here, which I'm going to go into very soon. But real estate marketing is a dynamic field that requires mix of traditional method, digital strategies to attract your potential buyer and seller. So we understand that as much as digital marketing has taken over, as much as digital marketing is very powerful, you can do a lot with social media. Nonetheless, there's still a lot we can do with traditional method, which I'm going to be touching a little today and spicing it with, using online platforms. So the goal basically is to create compelling marketing campaigns that effectively communicate the value of properties and convert leads into sales. So I know there are two sets of people here. I wasn't so sure of the kind of audience I'm going to be talking to, but I know that to a large extent I'll be talking to real estate gurus or real estate marketers. We also believe that there are people here that, aside real estate, they run other businesses. They work with other companies. So I want to assure you that the strategies we'll be talking about today will be useful for real estate marketing and will also be useful for any other business that you do. So there are two sets of people here talking about real estate. We have the realtors and people that have started their own mini real estate company. So I'm sure there are two sets of people here. That should be on my next slide. Realtors, people that sell for other people, and also people that have started their own real estate company. They started theirs, but they still sell for other real estate companies. There are several ways to get into real estate, but my own aspect this evening is to tell us the marketing side of real estate, not majorly the real estate business itself. So next slide. So today we'll be talking about key strategy marketing. Are there some things that can guarantee sales in real estate? I remember when I started working with a company like that, there was a land they were trying to sell, and I picked up the land, and in 2 weeks, I sold to about 10 people, and all I implemented was basically selling on WhatsApp. That was where I sold the land, the property to 10 different people. So the news went on to the chairman of the company. So when he came on, but when he came to my city, he was asking who was that guy that sold 10 plots of land in 2 weeks. So he got to know that I'm a marketing person. So that same, he was supposed to have a conference in my city. So he had to make me train the people. I came as an attendee. He was supposed to bring people from Abuja or Lagos to train the people. So I also wanted to attend the training. But when they realized that, okay, if somebody can sell this number of property in this short time, why not make him train other people? That was how I got the contract. I came as an attendee. I ended up training the people and getting paid. And that stood out for me. And while I was training them, I realized that the little I felt was not so much, was a lot to some people because they needed that to kickstart their own, their own strategy or their own sales also. So those are some of the things I'm going to be sharing today. I've divided them into 4 aspects. Number 1 is brand building. Number 2 is content marketing. Number 3 is lead generation. And number 4 is funnel building and lead conversion. You see, these 3 I listed, they are actually more, but I found a way of bringing them together into 4 components so that it will be easier for us to get back to and to also remember. Next slide. So brand building, basically, when you look at real estate is not like some other business that are low fund intensive. Take for instance, you sell bags, you sell shoes. I could just wake up in the morning and say I want to buy a bag, I want to buy a shoe. I can't wake up in the morning and say I want to buy a land. It's something people plan for because the capital, the money involved is something you don't want to lose. It's something you carefully plan for. So if that is the case, that means the people that are selling the property have to also carefully think about their prospect or their client. So the amount of thought, the amount of brain pressure that goes on in people that want to sell or that want to buy should be the same amount of brain pressure that goes on the head of the people that wants to sell. If not, the energy will not match. So I tell people when I train like this that everything we do in sales is simply transfer of energy. Everything we do in sales is transfer of energy. Take for instance, I want to sell a property to you, and I'm talking about the property as if it's not worth it. Even if the property has the potential of changing your life around, if it has the greatest potential, you will not buy it because the energy I'm transferring is not matching your own energy, and is a universal law. So that's why we have to start from brand building. What is brand building? I just found a way of breaking it down into 4 components. Number 1 is developing consistent online presence. So the reason why people buy actually, people do not buy because they have money. People don't buy because they needed house. People don't buy because they want to invest. People buy because they trust the person selling. Especially when it comes to real estate, people buy based on trust. Two people can want to sell the property. One is less expensive, but one is let's say they have the same price, but one has higher potential, one has lower potential based on location. The one that has lower potential can sell faster than the one that has higher potential, depending on the person selling it. Please, next slide. So, like I said, your personal brand is your superpower for marketing. And I need to repeat this over and over again. Your personal brand is your superpower for marketing. Why is this so? Take a look at Dr. Stephen Akitayo. The reason why people could say, I want to buy from GTECHNIQUES homes is because they trust the face they are seeing on the brand. The land is selling. There are people selling the same land around the same area for cheaper price. But people are still buying from GTECHNIQUES home. Why? It's simply because of the personal brand. So people don't buy because they have money. Perhaps you've tried marketing to some people and they kept postponing. I had a client then I was chasing. I was calling the client. I called the client several times. I scheduled inspection several times. There was a day the client called me. He said, to be truthful, he just bought the land. I said, oh, wow, but he didn't buy from me. He said, that's not the problem. He said, the problem is that he bought the land very, very expensive. The land I was trying to sell to him has higher potential, cheaper, but this guy went to buy a land that is very, very expensive and later realized that the land has encumbrance, it has issues. So he now came back to me. I was, trying to explain to me what happened and all. The reason why he bought the land at the first instance was because he trusted the people that wanted to sell the land, but still had issues. So what I'm trying to say is that your personal brand is your superpower for marketing. And personal brand empowers the company's reputation and staff reputation. It empowers the company's reputation and staff reputation. Please, next slide. So another aspect when it comes to marketing is the perception and reputation management. If I may ask, I'm throwing these questions to everybody in the room, and if you can type it, no problem. When people think about you, what comes to their mind? When people think about you, what comes to their mind? Now I'm going to ask another question, and I want as many people to unmute and give me an answer. When you think of shoes or footwear, what comes to your mind? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? When you think of footwear, when you think of shoes, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Let's type in the chat session. Yeah, so when you think of shoes, when you think of footwear, what comes to your mind?
When you think of footwear, what comes to your mind?
Someone,
Nike.
Ogenekaro says Nike.
Nike comes to your mind. Like, it's default. That's perception.
I almost said Nike before, and I remember this Nike.
So it's default. There are some things that they don't have to. So when you think of phone, now somebody type, when you think of phone, what comes to your mind? iPhone. Samsung. Those are is it that they are no?
Adekunle said Gucci for
okay.
shoes.
Somebody said Bata. Okay. So is it that there are no other brands? There are far other brands. What comes to your mind when you think of luxury car? What comes to your mind when you think of luxury cars? Exactly. When you think of
Benz,
your dream car, Benz, you most likely not mention Honda. You not mention Mazda. Is it that they are not in the market? But exactly, even Toyota, even though they have luxury cars, but then it's positioning. So the perception people have about you is stronger than the product you have. I'm going to repeat myself. The perception people have about you is stronger than the product you're selling. You can have a product that will save life, that will save generation, that will save family. But if people have the wrong perception about you yourself, you might not be able to help them. I mean, understand in sales that we are not in the business of selling to make money. We're in the business of rescuing life. We are in the business of helping people. We are not collecting their money. We are saving their money. Why? Because after they've dropped the money, they're going to get a value that is worth more than the money they just dropped. So basically, branding is process of creating distinct identity for your business in the mind of your target market. Now, I want you to think about yourself. Is there a way you are creating a uniqueness in the mind of your clients? I see what Joe does on social media, the trainings he goes for, traveling all around. It's expensive, it's not cheap. If he took that money and saved it up, perhaps he could have maybe gotten cars, 1 or 2 cars, but then he's sacrificing the money, putting it back into traveling, into trainings and all. That alone, in my own mind, there's a perception that goes on. There's something that goes on in my head about him. The way I looked at him, I think we met maybe 2, 3 years ago. It's not the same way I'm looking at him. When I see his picture in Ghana, Accra, I'm looking at this guy. This guy is going to blow very soon. He didn't tell me anything. We're not chatting, we're not discussing it, but just seeing it gives me a perception about him. When he talks about people in NFT, people doing crypto, come and invest, I'm thinking, oh wow, this is an idea. You understand? So perception is what comes to people's mind when they think about you or your business. So the perception people have about you or your business is as a result of your branding, how you position yourself, both on social media, physically and all. Let's move to the next one. The next point I want to mention, I just spoke about brand building, is basically about the perception people have about you, what people think when they see you, what comes to their mind when they see you. Go a long way to affect your sales more than any other thing, especially in real estate, knowing that people are dropping a huge sum of money. Then the next thing I want to mention is content marketing. See, content is king, like someone would say. Content is king. And content help create perception also in the mind of people. The people that will buy from you today, some of them are on your contact list. Some of them are patiently watching you. Some of them they have the money, but they are building trust for you. Some of them will come to you in the next 6 months and tell you, I want to buy this property, and they will not negotiate because the content you have been putting out has created something in their mind such that they now trust you. Content also builds trust in people. So how do you create content? Someone is asking, how do you create content? What kind of content should you create? There are so many ways. I'm just going to mention a few. I think I've used about 15 minutes already. You create content that are valuable to your clients, not to you. Nobody cares about you, especially in sales. Nobody cares about you. They don't care about your product. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care whether you need money. They don't care. I see this often online. I think it has reduced now. This urgent 2K. Come and buy my products. Please help me. I need help. Help your boy. Help your girl. I'm hungry. Nobody on planet Earth wants to associate with somebody that is hungry. As a matter of fact, if I see a guy that is hungry, and I see a wealthy man that has more than enough, if I have 1 million to invest, I will not give the guy that is hungry. I would rather give it to the man that has more than enough. Why? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm tapping into something higher. If I want to help the one that is hungry, what I'll give to the guy, probably 100 naira, 500 naira. Not because I'm wicked, but it's just the way the mindset works. You want to associate yourself with higher minds. So create content that are valuable to your customers. Become an authority in your space through content. Becoming an authority, for example, what is happening here today, what Joe is doing is simply making him an authority in the space, bringing real estate marketers, bringing realtors together. There's a sense of authority he has, not because he's better than any other person, but he has taken responsibility. So what responsibility does is that it confers authority on you. Doing it, there are so many things you could have been doing right now. So many things you could have been doing right now. But that sense of responsibility has conferred authority. So become an authority in your space through your content. Do something for the community. Now, someone is saying, if I tell people everything they need to know about real estate, they will just take my knowledge and go and buy from somebody else. It's not true. Because everything you're going to tell them is out there already. Everything you're going to tell people about real estate is out there already. So what you are just doing is that you are bringing it from the cloud, you are bringing it from the space, the Google, AI, ChatGPT, and all, and you are making it readily available for them. And that is work on its own, which is a responsibility that will confer authority on you. Then another thing you can do is to give market updates. Market updates are very, very important. For example, when they were demolishing houses in Lagos, those that came out and explained and analyzed what was going on earned a huge part of the market because people wanted to know what's going on. People wanted to know why they were demolishing houses. People wanted to get real-time updates so that they won't fall into the same, problem. So those that stepped up, explain what's going on, and help people to know how to avoid it will earn larger percent of the market because people can trust them much more. Please, next slide. So I'll start moving very fast now. Content with confidence. Yeah, everything you say or do in marketing is a transfer of energy. I think I've said this before. Everything you say or do in marketing is simply a transfer of energy. I used to give this illustration because I know that real estate is also a physical product. It's something that you might need to be with the person to make, to make the transaction or to make payments. There are so many things about closing. For example, there's an instance I used to give. If you are talking to your client and while you are trying to convince him, you are giving, telling the stories, closing, giving the benefit, the features and all. If you notice that your client mistakenly touches his or her pocket or his or her wallet or open the bank app, you should stop talking immediately. Those are signs that the sale is about to be closed. If you notice that your client is touching his pockets, it could sometimes these things they do it unconsciously. Another thing I tell people when I train people on digital marketing is that if they want to get a second degree, go for psychology, go and study human behavior, because those are the things to deal with. If you are talking to somebody and he wants to talk more, what you do as a marketer at that point is to stop talking. Because the more you try to talk to convince the client, the more you are losing the client. And I've seen this happen several times. You want to explain better, but the client wants to talk. Let the client talk. He's with the money back. Let him talk. Because the reason why you will not make that sale is because of an objection in the mind of the client that you are not able to attend to. The questions you are not able to answer. So those are a few things. So another reason why I put this up is because sales is simply about transfer of energy. The energy you bring to the table determines the result you get. If you don't believe in your product, there's no how your client will believe in it. If you are not sure of the product, you cannot sell. So confidence is a currency in selling in real estate. Next slide, please. So next slide is lead generation. So when we talk about lead generation, this is where we now come to aspect of using sponsored ad and referrals. Next slide, please. I used to tell people that the only guarantee for sales on every waking day is leads. The only guarantee for sales on every week, what's the guarantee that waking up tomorrow you are going to sell a property? Is leads. So when it comes to marketing, we all have to have leads in our funnels. If you are wondering why you are not selling, the first problem you have is because you have limited number of leads. Okay,
Let's
somebody
finish
dropped
the
it.
session, then we'll take the questions at the end.
Okay.
Yes, so we'll not be
Okay.
distracted.
So the only guarantee for sales, of course, there are many other things, but this is very valid. If you have 10 leads and you are not making sales, the question I will ask is, why not increase the number of leads you have? Now, I want to put this question to us. If you can type, please type. How many leads do you currently have? How many leads do you currently have? That is people you are following up on. Do you have 1? Do you have 2? Do you have 5? Do you have 10? Now, leads are people that have showed interest in your product. They like it, but they've not paid yet. I'm seeing 4, I'm seeing 3, okay. Is there anybody that has up to 50 leads? 50 leads, 30 leads, 100? All right, let me proceed. So it's quite obvious that if you have 5 leads and you are complaining that you don't have sales, the first problem is it's not because you don't have it, you have a problem. You don't have a problem. The only problem that might seem like problem is that you need to increase the number of leads you have. Reach more people, get more leads. Can get leads through running ads, meeting people. You just need to have people, number of leads in your funnel. The referral is an added advantage. Many people rely on referral a lot. What is your strategy? Or you can ask people, how did you make your last sale? How do you make your last sale? They tell you somebody refer somebody. It's cool. It's cool, but it's an added advantage, except you create a structure around it. Now, that's another topic entirely. How to make sure that a client refers another client to you. There's a structure you can put in place for that, but it's an added advantage. For someone that is not skilled in marketing, might not know how to structure that. But the easiest thing to do is to find a way of increasing the number of leads you have. Please, next slide. So the next slide, we'll be looking at lead conversion. Next slide, please. So lead conversion is simply...
Someone in the comment said, oh, Samantha Jane, I heard that you must have 100, that's 100 leads as a starter. Then another person said, I've marketed to my church members.
Okay, I'll touch that later. So lead conversion. Lead conversion is simply taking your lead from cold leads. Now, you have people that have seen your post, they like the property, they message you. So people that saw your post are not your leads. Let's say you posted on WhatsApp, they are not your leads, they are passerby. People that saw your post on Instagram or Facebook, they are not your leads, they are passerby. But somebody saw your post, came to your DM and said, I like this property. Where is this property? Tell me more about this property. That person is your lead. Now, turning that lead into a paying client is what we call conversion. So between lead generation and lead conversion, There's a lot that goes on there. There's follow up. I tell people that all the money in real estate, or most of the money in real estate, is in follow up. Most of the money in real estate is in follow up. Most people, because of the amount of money, except for people that already trusted you, those ones, though it takes time, because sometimes they come to your DM, they ask about it, and they go into the moon. Then all of a sudden, they just wake up and ask you, send me your bank details. How much is the property? And they pay immediately. There are some people that you have to intentionally follow up. And as you follow them up today, you ask them, sir, when will you come for inspection? They say, I'm not sure. Let's look at next week. Next week is not a date. The next thing you're supposed to say is, all right, thank you, sir. I really appreciate the fact that you're considering next week. What day is best for you next week? And maybe Monday or Tuesday. You now ask, okay, how is Monday like for you? Is Monday a busy day? Monday is a busy day, but I think Tuesday, I'm a little bit free on Tuesday. Then forget about Monday. Tuesday is the day. Now on Tuesday, how is your morning like? Morning, I'm always busy in the morning, but towards afternoon, I'm a bit free. But evening, I'm also busy. That means afternoon is the time. Then propose. How about 12 to 2? How is 12 to 2 for you? Then you start hearing, I think 1 to 2 is the best time. All right, so I will lock 1 to 2 in for you. I'm clearing all my schedule from 12 to 3 for you. During 12 to 3 is my best peak period for my business. But because of you, I'm going to deny all the sales I'll be having from 12 to 3. And I'm going to make sure that I'm available for you for 3 hours. All I'm requesting from you is to give me 1 hour of your time so I can take you for inspection. If I'm going to lose 100K for you, if I'm going to lose 500K for you, I don't mind. I'm going to sacrifice 3 hours. You see what I'm presenting? I'm presenting what I'm going to be losing for my clients. So it will be bad, it will be wicked for my clients to make me lose such amount of money and still deny me of his presence. Most times, people leave it to chances. You don't control it. You don't control it. You need control. You need control. You need to make sure that you are helping your client to make the decision. Most times, they don't want to go through the stress of thinking of when they can come for inspection. You have to drive the conversation to a point where they can flow with you without feeling that you are pressuring them. You are helping them to attain a point where they can fully commit themselves to the responsibility. Along the way, showing them the pain you are going to go through to make sure that it's a success. So selecting date is a big deal for clients. They will tell you, let's look at next week, remind me next week. But you're going to lock it in on the calendar, and a day before you remind them, 6 hours before you remind them, 3 hours before you remind them, an hour before you remind them, 30 minutes before you call them. Is intentional. Every roadblock, every journey has to be very, very intentional. Please, next slide. Now I need to mention this. I need to ring it hard that posting is not marketing.
Sorry.
Posting is not marketing. Now I see people do this a lot. I understand for some of us, the only marketing channel we use is WhatsApp. I understand. Some of us use LinkedIn, we use Instagram, we use TikTok, we use a lot of platforms. So what posting does, posting is simply posting. Marketing starts from lead generation. Marketing starts from lead generation. That you posted does not mean that you're going to make a sale. But it's posting good, it is very, very good. I'm taking us a bit higher than posting now. So don't just post. Posting is good, but your aim is to generate leads. That is why you can wake up today and you can have hope that there could be sales. I've seen people that you run a business or you're even in real estate, you are not sure of whether or not you are just on God. You are not sure, God, I'm just trusting you. A customer should just call me. No, there has to be a way you are driving it, even as much as you are trusting God. So you posted on Instagram, there's no guarantee. So what you can add to posting that can make it become marketing is by adding call to action to it. If I read a post and I saw an opportunity to buy a land that I'm interested in and I have the money, if there's no call to action, it's possible that I postponed my commitment. I read through the property. Oh, I like this property. Oh, I think I'll get back to this guy. But if you tell me if this is the kind of property you would love to have or you love to give to your children, come to my DM. Let's talk about it. Now, you've helped me. See, the problem is that I don't want to think too much. And the people that have the money, they don't like thinking too much. Done for them. So please add to your posting, add call to action to your posting. Then on WhatsApp too, it's very good to post on WhatsApp. Very, very good. I believe that for somebody to come to your WhatsApp, for you to have somebody's contact, there's a little bit of WhatsApp is still a friendly zone, unlike Instagram, LinkedIn, and all. So I believe that they are not so much of a cold lead. There are people that you either know, they know you, your friends, your family, and all. WhatsApp is a very great tool, but there is so much about marketing that we cannot digest today. So I'm gonna rush to the end and give opportunity for questions so that perhaps I could touch on one or two things that I might not be able to say in this presentation. Please, next slide. So some of the call to actions you can implement in your content or in your posting. You can add a link, click a link below to get free ebook. If you have an ebook, that's a very strong, as a matter of fact, every real estate person should write something about real estate. It makes an authority. Ask questions for engagement, ask a question to know if they would like you to share more. Then tell them to share their experience. People want to talk actually. People want to share that. People have bad experiences about real estate. If you can listen to them, if you can listen to their bad experiences, you can help them get a property. You can help them turn their bad experiences to good experience. Then tell them to share also. And I need to say this: if you're a real estate person here, you post on Instagram, you post on LinkedIn, always have a link from every other social media platform that connects people to either your WhatsApp or your landing page. Never leave your social media followers to social media.
Please
Bring
say that
them.
again so that it will ring a bell.
Never leave your social media followers, either on TikTok, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Snapchat. Never leave them there. Because as long as they are there, they are not leads. They are just followers. Convert them by putting a link in your bio that they can press and land in your WhatsApp. WhatsApp is still a better zone. Make sure you connect and you bring them closer as much as possible. Then the bonus I wanted to give tonight, please next slide. The bonus I wanted to give tonight is traditional marketing, which I will not be able to mention. It's simply, I'll just mention one of it. It's simply joining a community. If you're a real estate person here and you're not part of any community, you are doing yourself a disadvantage. Make sure that you are in a big community and you are active in that community. Either paid community, in your local area, in your local assembly, in your church. The people that will buy from you much more are people that know you, like you, and trust you. Traditional marketing is very, very powerful, especially when you are part of a community and you are responsible in that community. People will buy from you not because they like the property alone, but because they trust you and they respect your commitment in that community. They will invest in your business. And people like to buy from people they know than people they don't know. So I'll stop here. Please, next slide. I think that's the end of my slide. I think I've taken more time than I wanted to. So there's always more, but we are time bound. we can't exceed all. So I'll be glad to take few questions if I still have time for that before I leave.
Yeah,
Thank you
let,
so
let
much,
me let
Mr.
me
Joe.
read the comment section. By the way, if you know you got value, please let's appreciate our speaker. It's not easy to deliver top-notch information like this. I love the part where he said, if you're on social media, ensure you have your WhatsApp or your landing page for your viewers. Something that will always capture your viewers and bring them to you. That is a very powerful point. I love the way he said it. Yeah, I know WhatsApp, but the way he said it was how I liked it. So if you know you have been getting value, let's appreciate our speaker while we look through the questions. So someone is asking if we can get the slide. It's by your permission. If it's fine with you, fine. But however, the recording will be made available. I don't know, Coach Temi, are you okay with sharing your slides?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. You can have
Okay,
it.
great. So you get the slides and you also get the recording. Yes, Stanley, thank you. Thank you, Adekunle. So that's the next class. Okay, let me read through. Thank you, Coach Tim. When is the next class? Okay, the next class, we have onboarding session tomorrow. Then we have trainings when Thursdays and Fridays, basically. Retired Gustav Ado. Thank you. So yeah, he said the coach and delivery was cautious, precise, and respectful but direct. Coach Temi, that's you. So I think I've answered you. Get the slide. There was a question that we said we will attend to at the end. Yeah, okay. Ogenekaro is asking, how do you run ads? There are a lot of videos on YouTube, but if one should follow step by step, most don't convert. That's a totally different trend. It's not something you use word of mouth to train. Well, do you have any recommendations, Coach Temi?
All right. So you are very correct. There are so many videos online. And I tell people that you you can learn anything online, but it will take a very long time. But if you know somebody that is in the industry and doing it well, you can simply pay the person to train you. For example, we have a course on how to run ads. We have a course and we give mentorship. So it's something you can get if you don't have anybody that can sell to you. If you have someone that can sell to you that you trust, go ahead and buy from the person, but make sure the person can also hold you by hand and help you navigate it. But if you also want to buy our course, it's readily available.
Thank you for that. So if you want to connect with Coach Temi, you can see his IG handle. I will encourage every one of us to connect with him on Instagram. So while we're having a session, someone said, repeating what you said earlier, sir, he said okay, I'm sorry to taking you back, sir. Something clients don't have problem with the marketer, it is a product. So that's Benga. I think what you want to say is where you refer that client don't have problem with the product, but with the
Yes,
marketer,
yes.
something like
I
that.
was the one who said the question. Because
Okay.
when I market the product for my church, the first question my pastor asks is that, are they people of integrity? We ask the question. Before I will start now telling each one of person in the church that, okay, I have a land somewhere. So, and that is the question. That's why I asked the question that in the case that you've already built a relationship in the church, but now you want to market product, because church is a sensitive place. If you make a mistake, it can also affect your ministry.
Yeah.
Can I say? Can I ask one
question?
thing? Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, Temi. Please go on.
Okay. So I believe it is very simple. If number one is you should not market a product for a company you do not trust, because it's going to affect, especially in church, it's going to affect your reputation. It can scatter the whole church. So please don't market a product you do not believe in. Only market a product that you believe in and you know about it. That's why understanding your product is very, very important. So if the land is for you, you should be able to guarantee that this land is free of any incumbering. But if it's not for you, you have to get the full details, do your findings, and be sure that it. I was working with a real estate company before, but immediately I realized that they were having issues, internal issues. It's not even about the land, but their documentations were having issues. I stopped immediately because it's going to affect me on the long run. So please, if you are not sure of the property, don't bother to sell. There are so many other real estate companies that you can be sure of.
Yeah. Can I come in?
Of course.
Yeah, my name is Samantha. I'm calling here from London, and I would like to raise two issues. The first one is I would like a video that I can play over and over on my status and everywhere I'm advertising of GTECHs, because some people have not heard of GTECHs, and GTECHs is a wonderful company with a wonderful chairman and the C. In fact, I'm already convinced, I'm sold on the company. That's why I agreed to be an agent, associate agent. But the only thing is that, well, once that confidence in the company has been is also with the customers, most of my job is, in fact, 85% of my job is done. So I want a video that will showcase GTECH, the chairman, what they're achieving, what they have achieved, their level of standard and excellence. I just need that kind of video. So I'll be playing it, even though I haven't started now to flood, to go into the market to market. I want to be playing over and over again on my marketing channels, so that those who see it will be used to it. And by the time I come out, most of my the information is out there. They are ready for more. Thank you. And the second question is Coach Temi, I appreciate your time and attention on this, but I would like to know the effect you would think if I brought in somebody in a clique who is very famous or very well known amongst a clique, to be able to once if I target that person, like if you target the top or everyone else, the followers will follow. What do you think about that approach? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Your question is not so clear. In terms of marketing, can you give me an instance? Can you make it more direct?
The first question or the second? Which one?
The second question.
The second question, I was asking. One thing is that when I've noticed that when you something happen, this thing you want to make an impact, you go for the person at the top, and the people in his clique. All I have to do is show me with him buying maybe accepting a key or something. That's how I was visualizing it. And if once he accepts, he said, "Oh, I'm a testimonial, a video testimonial." I hope you all are there. Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, if we have a video testimonial of him, like can I, something to show that this guy has bought from me, which gives me more clout amongst his clique. I don't know if you understand.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand.
And what do you think of that approach?
So that approach is what we call in marketing influencer marketing.
Yeah.
It works 101 times. In GTECH, Dr. Stephen uses it a lot of times. That's why he brings macaroni, he brings top people in Nigeria, he brings AY, he brings all kinds of people that other people already know, celebrities that they have the reach, they have the followers already. And if you can reach top directors of companies, if you have access to top directors of companies and you can close deal with the director, I'm very sure that the staffs in the company have no reason to back out. So if you can go for the top, go for the top. If you have access to the top, go for it. Once you hit it, the rest will be seamless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Coach Temi. So for what you're requesting, the profile that Dr. Stephen usually plays that touches on his achievement and all he has done, and also the one for GTECH Holdings. I don't know if you're aware of that. Samantha.
Sorry, I'm trying to unmute myself. Yeah, I don't know. Could you send it to me? I was trying to. I don't know how to cut YouTube, because there was one YouTube he was being interviewed, and there's where the woman, it was so nice, but I couldn't cut it. It didn't reach, you know. But if you have those videos, if you could send them to me or put them on the blog.
Okay, I'm going to put the one for Dr. Stevens bio right now. Let me see
if you can put it on the blog so everyone has, because that's a great way of breaking the ice and making people have confidence.
On the blog, do you mean on our website?
No, the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So everybody, you know, I usually, once I see something that I usually send it to, if you can make it accessible so we can all send it to our own
okay, that's fine. You are,
and then also GTECH. The word GTECH has to have a magic effect. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because once I say GTECH, some people know, some people don't know. But if I say Stephen, so usually they know Dr. Stephen, but it has to Dr. Stephen and GTECH, because it's GTECH, you understand?
Of course. So no problem.
Both of them will be great.
We're going to put that in the WhatsApp group. For the meantime, this is Dr. Stevens' profile. Then for cutting of clips, I'm going to tell you of a software where you can take a long video and to chop it into 1 minute before we are done answering the questions. I think we still have a few more questions. Someone said, okay, that's Mr. Salam. He said, what target audience do you suggest for Facebook ads to capture HNIs? Please recommend interest. Coach Temi, that's for you.
All right. You want me to go into running ads? We will not leave here today because there's a whole lot about it. It's a full course on its own and we can't cover it all. But what I would just say is that there are so many target metrics when you're running ads. For example, sometimes when we run ad for real estate, we target people that drive Benz. We target people that drive Rolls Royce. We don't target people that drive Toyota or Honda. We target people that live in certain locations. For example, in Nigeria, we target people in Port Harcourt, in Abuja. We don't target people in Abeokuta, Ondo. Not because there are no people there, but we just overall, we know that this kind of people, when people have money, they want to change location, they want to go to Abuja, and there are some places in Abuja that you can target. There are some other things, people that earn, you can target people's salary, people that earn, the kind of money you want them to pay for the property. You can also target, so the target market is broad. It's not something I can cover, but you can think of luxury items, luxury goods or products, and you can put it in the target audience. That will help reduce the general number of people. So that's all I can say.
Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Salam. Okay, so I think we have touched base on all the questions.
Can I ask one more? Hey, you said I've come again. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, not at all. That's all right here.
Okay, in England here, sometimes you buy that kind of information. I don't know where they buy it. Do you know, Coach Temi, do you know where they can buy such high-end data of those kind of people? I was thinking, is it possible? I'm having a decadent thought here. Please tell me to keep quiet if it's too nefarious or bad. If we approach somebody in a high-end marketing product like Mercedes-Benz or those who go for high-end luxury cars, if we ask them to, suggest, do you think, I know maybe because of data reach or data this thing, at least if they can kind of, would you think that they would give us a name or contact for us to follow up, or if alternatively, where can we get such information online? Not online, but you know what I mean.
All right. So in Nigeria, we don't have such data. it's painful that we don't have such data. But over there in England, I'm very sure that such will be available. Then
Did you
to
find out
approach
where we can buy such?
right now, I might not be able to give a straight answer except I, reach out to my contact and my guys over there. Then they could just, so if you can connect with me, I can help you do the findings and see how that could be possible. So you can also
Of
approach car
course.
companies and ask for data, just that it will be very, very expensive.
I'll
The
give
only
a
another way,
percentage of sale. And initially I can give them a 0.000 half percentage of sale. But yeah, you know what I mean. To encourage them to
it's
bring
something,
more. Yeah.
it's something you can give a try. I believe so much in confidence.
That's if
You
if
could
it's
approach
illegal.
them.
If it's legal, that's
Yeah,
everything has.
so that's one of the things you need to find out. When
I'll
you
make
approach them, they will
inquiries.
tell
Yeah.
you whether or not it's possible. And even if it's not possible, they could give you an information that can lead to the possibility without they giving you, the list of the people or the data. So that step will lead you to something else that can give you the possibility of what you're trying to find out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Temi. So Samantha, the app, this is also for everyone, to put a long video and chop it into one minute.
Put it in the WhatsApp, okay, Joe. Put it in the WhatsApp.
Okay. If I just post it in the WhatsApp group, persons will not
if you can,
understand exactly
sorry for the bother. Thank you.
Okay. So I think this is the last question we'll be taking. That's from Mr. Sitar. Do you recommend we run ads on IG only, Facebook only, or both? Then how much can we spend on ads daily that will convert? How much minimum daily ad spend?
All right, when it comes to running ads for real estate, it's very dicey. I will not ask people that are just starting to venture into it. You either learn it and over time you keep learning, then when you are now sure, you can now start running for yourself. But the best to do is to get somebody that has been doing it for a long time, let the person do it for you. But just to answer your question, it depends on the property you want to sell. Take for instance, if you are selling bag, depending on the amount, if you are selling a bag worth 100K, you can spend 5K daily, 10K daily, 20K daily. But if you're selling a property worth 100 million, Facebook knows the amount you are selling the property. You don't expect that 5,000 naira will convert a lead for you. It will not. It's just a waste of money. You have to spend more on ads to get the result you desire because they know that what you're selling is high end. So when running ads actually for real estate, what we run ads for is not majorly for conversion, but conversion would eventually come is to get leads. So when we now get the leads, there are people that are assigned to follow up the leads. There are people that are assigned to call the leads. The reason I'm saying this is because you can run ads, get leads, but you don't convert, you don't make sales. So it has to be a funnel. It's called funnel building. You run ads, you get the leads. Once you get the leads, you have to have a plan, a process you take them through. Perhaps immediately the lead comes, they get the message, somebody calls them immediately, they get to hear about them, get their location, get their details. If they have any issue, they report the issue. You schedule an appointment, you schedule a meeting, you follow up. And when you schedule a meeting and you miss the meeting, it's a bad sign. You're already losing the client. So that's why I said there are two sets of people here. There are realtors, there are real estate companies. Real estate companies have found a way of putting structures into it to be sure that they don't lose at that end. But if you are a realtor, I'm not saying you should not run ads. So what you just do is that be careful so that you don't waste money on ads. It's something you have to plan. You have to talk to somebody that's running ads, get to know, how much is. But you can actually test too. You can test with small money. Sometimes you can be lucky, you can test with 10K and you can get a lead and could lead to, depending on your strength of closing. So aside running ads too, I encourage real estate marketers to also learn how to close, how to have conversation that leads to sales. how to ensure that they know what to say beyond the product knowledge. They know what to say, they know what not to do to spoil the sales, and they know how to proceed when a client says, I am ready. For example, take for instance, you got a lead, the person said, I like the property, I am ready to pay. What do you do? What do you do? It can be very dicey. What do you do? Will you just send the account number for the person to pay? No, you have to create a contract, because that can land you into trouble.
Can we have a folder that has all these things in it? Do you all have that already? Like a folder or a template and a step by step?
So Samantha, what you're asking is basically FAQ. So when the clients, that's your closing process, we can work on that basically.
Okay, thank you.
No, Mr. Joe.
Yes.
I also want to ask something closer to that. Because somebody like me, I believe in integrity. I can't give my account to a client. I prefer the client to relate with the real estate. I'm just, let me use the word agent in between the owners of the property and the buyer. So is that not a platform like that where they relate with the real estate, they pay direct to the account of the real estate instead of the client?
Okay.
Instead of
Yeah. So not ordinarily, a client buying property is not supposed to pay an individual. Most clients, so if you send them your account details, they will question you, except if you have a very strong relationship with them.
Exactly.
So there's always, we have our company accounts. In fact, it's in a flyer, different account numbers, US, pounds, offshore account details are there that you will send. So when they make payments, you contact us, send proof of payment, we confirm from our end, and then we'll follow up on the next processes. So what I will encourage, tomorrow we are having onboarding session. So a number of these things will be touched base, and we will touch on them. Tomorrow, we'll also be learning the 7-step process of sales, prospecting, closing, and sales, basically. So I will encourage you to come, and then you also get to know some of the things you will benefit from there. I think we have touched base on the questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then for these things, I would not post them in the WhatsApp group, because this is just like sharing a blank message to the group for people who did not attend the class. So what I will do is, for those of us online, just send me a message on WhatsApp, and immediately after now, I will send you the profile and also send you the software or tool for cutting down short clips. I hope that is fine.
Is there a reason? Maybe they have something else. Could you please share it on the WhatsApp group, please? Because I only make, in fact, I've been holding the phone, and so I almost didn't make it. If I wasn't this thing.
Like now, we are, how many of us are here? 20 of us. We are the ones that know what we need in this, what we are asking for, which is the profile and the opus clip. We don't just send every message to the group and everyone is like looking at what's this message. Do you understand? So
please send us your contact so that we can.
Yeah, I've dropped my contact in the chat box. What we'll do is we will send a recording of the entire class, which has all this information that are even in the chat session. So those who take their time to watch the replay will of course get these things. Then those of us who need it now, if you just send me a message to this WhatsApp number, I will immediately send it to you individually. I hope that's fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. So what time tomorrow is the onboarding?
It's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Then we'll also be talking, last week we talked about GTECHs land. So we'll also be talking in depth for GTECHs homes. That's the off-plan houses we have, especially in Nigeria. So there's a lot you're going to benefit tomorrow morning.
Okay. So what of, because I'm not, in fact, let me not say I'm not sure. I would not be able to make the 10 a.m. meeting.
Okay.
Is there any?
I didn't get you.
The location.
Is Omole office. Omole office.
Okay.
Yes.
Or
So
will it be
it will be
also,
streamed.
it will be streamed? Okay, okay, that's
So
fine.
this is
That's
it
fine.
tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you get.
That's fine. I'll
Also
be
get
able
to
to connect.
incentives. But quickly, let me just share some of the incentives of the year. For those of us that are aware, this is the general incentive. But we have a car to win. It was meant to be for just the month of July. One person won it. We're expecting 16 persons, but only one person has qualified, and the cars have already been gotten. I will play the video of Jessica, who won the car for the month of July. So what Dr. Steven is doing is that every month he'll be giving out cars to those who hit a sales target of 200 million naira. So right now there's car waiting for you if you are ready. Can somebody type "I am ready" in the chat session? There's a car waiting for you right now if you are ready. In the month of August, cars will be given to those who sell up to 200 million. August, September, October, we have cars to be won. We also have an international trip to Cameroon. Let me see if I can see that flyer. So this is a trip to Cameroon. By the way, you can see those who are coming individually will be paying crazy. The price has gone up. Yeah. But, well, this is, just take a look at this. We're going to Cameroon on the 31st of October to 3rd of November. Then we also have trip to Dubai. I'm coming. Did I put up this flyer? I'm coming. Oh, it's not here. So there's a trip to Dubai in the year 2025. So you have from now to the ending of the year to sell up to 3 million dirhams of our Dubai property. We will be having another session on Dubai properties again next week. It will be communicated in the WhatsApp group.
Can I make a suggestion?
Okay.
I know I'm being this thing, but maybe it's me, but I feel that how do I put it? I'm just saying that if people are not making a total quota over a certain period, can you not let them go so that you retain and also encourage people that to indirectly, so that the WhatsApp group, those who are in the WhatsApp group are, even if they don't make it, you know that they will look, and then, you know, I mean, if you have everybody in the WhatsApp group and then you give information to some, I don't think it is fair.
Okay, so what we are doing is we are sending the recording of this class. Do you understand? So we don't say yes.
But any
So
information
those
should be
who
put on the
actually
WhatsApp
take those who take time to watch this recording, we get those information. You know, when you send free things to people every time, they do not appreciate it.
It doesn't matter.
You understand? You get it now.
They won't use it, but those who know, at least if I'm in another meeting, I come to the WhatsApp group. That's the only thing, because sometimes I don't attend. I can't.
That is fine. So for those of us, let's not stress it. For those of us here that want this information, once you send a message, immediately I will send it. The entire recording for all the information that we have been asking, the question, it's in this chat. There's also a text section where you can just check only the text and the text that was communicated in this training. You get the Opal slips, get the YouTube link, you get every information. So we don't want to send different information for people who did not ask, people who at some point would like, what exactly is this information? For those of us that want it, just send a message now. You get it directly to your DM while we send the complete recording to the WhatsApp group. I hope that's fair enough. Then this is our US property for hitting your car sales. Just sell 1 acre, that's $150,000. Today's exchange rate, that's 225 million. 225. Am I incorrect? Yeah, 100 million. 1,500. Can someone do the math? 15 times 15 is what? It's 225. I'm correct. So 225 million automatically you have qualified for the car automatically, and you still get your I think it's 2% for this property. You still get a 2% on this property. So these are if you don't win the trip, you still get your opportunity to win an iPhone, their shopping vouchers, dinner with Dr. Steven, home appliances, and other access to exclusive trainings. Then, this is important, on the 3rd of August, that's after this Saturday, the upper Saturday, we'll be having an estate tour to 2 of our properties. The one in Jasper Gardenia, where we are selling off-plan homes, and we're also going to talk about Jasper Gardenia tomorrow, and then Beryl Beachfront property. So for pick-up locations, you can see it's there. This will be communicated in the WhatsApp group. All right, thank you. I don't know if we still have any more questions. The time is fast spent, 23. Well, we've taken all the questions. Let me see. I'm seeing some message in the group. This is fair enough. And I'm new, please. How do I get the products to post? Okay, just send the message to this WhatsApp. We usually daily send all the information you need for marketing. It's on this. So just send a message to this number. At the same time, this is where all the properties are, GTECHs and Associates. .com/products. GTECHs and Associates. This is where all the products are, but notwithstanding, just send a message if you need other information. You want me to send some things to you directly. Then this gtechsandassociates.com/pro, we send it every day. If we add a new person to the group, we usually send an information that contains this. All the UK, US properties are there. All the different estates. We have over 25 estates in Nigeria. The pictures, individual videos, individual flyers, all the pre-launch properties, Abia State, Nugu, Ijebu-Ode, Ibeju-Lekki, all of them are on this drive. So I think we have touched base. Once again, thank you so much, Coach Temi, for sharing us. I will repeat what that man said. He said your session was precise, respectful. You did not waste time, basically straight to the point, and very, very, very authentic. So we really do appreciate your time with us. Please, I hope you followed him on LinkedIn, followed him on Instagram. If you have anything you want to reach out to him, fantastic, reach out to him. If you want to take the Facebook ads course, you can take the Facebook ads training as well. So thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate it. And thanks for as many people that have taken time to, to be on this call for the last 1.5 hour. So please, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to connect. I'm very, very easy to reach. Then if you want to take trainings on marketing, you need someone to guide you through, you need to take courses, you can always reach out to me. I'll be glad to walk you through. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate what you are doing in this space. I celebrate you, Joe. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. So for those of us that are looking for his handle, I will share it immediately after this class. But in the meantime, I want to play that video of Jessica winning winning her car. Yes. So just a quick one. I'm sharing my screen now. That's for those of us that can wait to watch to the end.
We are true to our word. This is a catalyst for you to sell right now. I'm so sure that Jessica is so excited right now. And all what you just need to do is very simple. We are here to work with you. I mean, just do a minimum, not less than 200 million naira. I don't know if Chairman wants us to take it up. 300 or 200. So all we're just telling you that we just do a minimum of just 200 million naira in sales. And the interesting aspect is that it could be in our land, it could be in our housing project. And very exciting right now, we have projects going on in US, in UK. So you don't have any reason not to be among the person that we are going to be presenting this kid to come next month. So guys, we are ready to work with you. Let's make this happen together. Congratulations, Jessica.
something to say. I'm so excited today. Honestly, I'm just holding the tears. I don't want to cry. When I came to GTECHs, I didn't have the transport. The ticket to start, I did not have. I always, I just made up my mind that I will go no matter what. And then I called my mentor, I told her, she went to check out Dr. Stephen online, and she said, come, you can't miss this internship. They pay in dollars. His trainings are in dollars. Now he's giving you for free, so you have to go. So she sent me money, I talked to my brother that, okay, it's unpaid internship that I'm not going to pay. Yeah, I'm not going to be paid at all. But I just have that mind that I'm going to learn. I went there to learn, to grow. And also I found out Dr. Stephen, his friends, they are high net worth individuals, and I want to meet these people. So my first sale came, that's this plot of land, I earned 6 million. And that was a turning point for me. And I also had the privilege of dining with Dr. Stephen. Sitting with him, that lunch alone was a big deal. When I posted it, people started calling me from all corners, Jessica, I saw you. For you to sit with this man, it means you're a big person. So I'm so excited. I was also given a shopping voucher, and I also attended the master class to grow. I needed to grow more. I needed to know what to tell clients before they will buy. If I give them value, they will buy. If I tell them what they want to do with their land, okay, you can do this, you can do that. I say, oh, interesting. If they go elsewhere, look, they will come back again because I've given them value. You know? So I'm privileged to also travel with the company. I went to Ghana with for the CEO leadership retreat. It was an all expense paid trip. I didn't pay anything, and the food was fantastic. They're just eating. They use food killers in the shops there, honestly. So I'm so excited. Last year, I started last year anyway, and I was among the top 5 persons for last year. This year again, among the 11 top salespeople. He gave us an award, recognition, and for me, this is Congratulations!